What if I told you some of the biggest channels on YouTube are making billions of views without showing their face, recording their voice, or even touching a camera? One channel quietly crossed over 2.5 billion views using nothing but emotional AI-generated kindness stories. No huge production team, no expensive setup. And after breaking down their entire system, I realized something shocking. Almost anyone can copy this exact formula starting today. Right now, AI story channels are exploding across YouTube because they tap into one thing people never stop watching: emotion. Heartwarming moments, kindness, sacrifice, unexpected endings. These videos keep viewers hooked until the very last second. And the craziest part is how simple the process actually is. In this video, I'll show you step by step how to create fully AI generated viral story videos using free tools, automated prompts, cinematic visuals, narration, and editing workflows anyone can follow. The best part about this entire strategy is that you don't need to sit for hours trying to write emotional stories yourself. The AI handles almost everything for you, and honestly, that's the reason so many creators are scaling these channels insanely fast right now. Instead of spending days brainstorming scripts, scenes, and narration, they're using a single structured prompt to automate the entire workflow. So let's start there. Open the prompt document linked in the description and copy the full master prompt. Then head over to ChatGPT, paste it into the chat box, and hit generate. Within seconds, the AI gives you multiple viral style story ideas designed specifically for emotional engagement. And these aren't random concepts. Most of them are built around emotional triggers that perform extremely well on short form platforms. Stories about kindness, struggle, sacrifice, loneliness, helping strangers, abandoned animals, poor families, or unexpected acts of humanity. The reason these videos work so well is because people don't just watch them, they feel them. And when viewers feel emotional, they stay longer. When they stay longer, retention increases. And when retention increases, the algorithm starts pushing the video harder. That's the exact cycle these viral channels are exploiting. Now go through the story ideas carefully and pick the one that creates the strongest emotional reaction in your mind. Usually, if a story instantly makes you curious or emotional while reading just the title, it has strong viral potential. For this example, let's choose the first story idea, copy it, and paste it back into ChatGPT below the main prompt. Then hit generate again. Now this is where the real automation begins. The AI won't just generate a script, it creates the entire production pipeline for your video in sequence. First, you'll get character prompts. These describe every important person in your story in extreme visual detail. Their clothing, age, facial expressions, lighting, environment, and emotional appearance are all included to help maintain consistency. After that, the AI generates scene image prompts, usually around 10 separate prompts, each representing a different moment in the story progression. And finally, it creates a detailed video animation prompts that will later turn your static images into moving cinematic clips. So instead of manually planning every scene yourself, the AI already maps out the entire story visually. Now we move into character creation. This step is important because consistent characters make your story feel real. If the characters keep changing between scenes, viewers subconsciously disconnect from the video. To generate the characters, open Pipit AI. At the top, you'll see two sections: image and video. Select image, then set your aspect ratio to 9:16, since vertical storytelling performs best for shorts, reels, and TikTok. Now copy your first character prompt from ChatGPT and paste it into the generator. Hit generate. Within a few seconds, the AI creates a cinematic character portrait that looks surprisingly realistic. Now repeat the same process for the remaining characters. If your story has 3 people, generate all 3 individually. And here's something most beginners overlook: don't rush through character generation. A good emotional story depends heavily on facial expressions and visual realism. If a character looks unnatural or emotionless, regenerate it until it feels believable, because these videos succeed through emotional connection, not just visual. Once all your character images are ready, download them in PNG format and make sure there's no watermark applied. Now comes the stage where your actual scenes are built. For this, open Flow AI and create create a new project. When the interface loads, click the settings option at the bottom. Set the output type to image. Change the aspect ratio to 9:16 and set the number of outputs to 1. Now select your image generation model. This is where your story starts becoming cinematic. Before generating your first scene, upload all the character images you created earlier. This helps the AI maintain character consistency across every scene in the story. Now go back to ChatGPT and copy your first scene image prompt, paste it into Flow AI and hit generate. A few seconds later, your first complete story scene appears. And this is usually the moment where people realize how powerful this workflow actually is. Because suddenly, you're not just reading a story anymore. You're watching it come to life like an animated movie scene generated entirely with AI. Now repeat this process for every scene, prompt one by one. Upload the same character references each time, paste the matching scene description, and generate the next image. As the scenes progress, the story visually unfolds with consistent characters, cinematic lighting, emotional environments, and dramatic storytelling composition. Once all your scene images are finished, download every single one and organize them properly. Keeping your files arranged in order will save you a huge amount of time during editing later. Now comes the part that completely transforms the project from simple AI images into an actual cinematic story video. We're going to animate the scenes, and honestly, this is where the videos start looking insanely addictive. To do this, you can use free AI video generation tools. One option is directly inside Flow AI, which gives surprisingly high-quality results for emotional storytelling videos. Create a new project and open the settings panel again, but this time, change the output type from image to video. Keep the aspect ratio set to 9:16 and select the VEO 3.1 Lite model. This model creates smooth cinematic movement and realistic animation that works perfectly for emotional short-form content. Now upload your full scene image, then go back to ChatGPT and copy the matching video prompt for that exact scene. This step is extremely important. The animation prompt tells the AI how the camera should move, how the environment should react, what emotions the scene should feel like, and how the motion should unfold naturally. Paste the prompt into Flow AI and hit generate. After a few moments, your still image suddenly becomes a moving cinematic clip. The camera slowly pushes in, characters blink or shift naturally. Rain falls, lights flicker, background movement appears, and instead of feeling like a slideshow, it now feels like an actual animated short film. Repeat this exact process for every scene in your story. Upload the matching image, paste the correct video prompt, generate the clip, download it. If a scene looks awkward or unnatural, regenerate it immediately. Never continue with low-quality clips, because one weak scene can instantly break viewer immersion. Once all your clips are complete, download them in original quality and move to the final stage, editing. For editing, open CapCut and create a new project. Import all your generated clips and place them on the timeline in order. Now start refining the pacing. Trim unnecessary pauses, adjust scene timing, add smooth transitions, and most importantly, add emotional background music. Music is one of the biggest reasons these videos go viral. A simple emotional piano track or cinematic ambient soundtrack can completely change how viewers emotionally react to the story. Once everything feels smooth and emotionally engaging, export the final video in high quality. And just like that, you've created a fully AI-generated viral story video using completely free tools. No filming, no actors, no expensive software, no editing experience required. That's exactly why this niche is growing so aggressively right now. Most people still think channels getting millions of views need huge production teams. But behind many of these viral videos is simply a creator who understands storytelling, emotion, and how to use AI efficiently. And now, you understand the exact same process. So start testing different story ideas. Experiment with emotional hooks. Study what keeps people watching. Because one powerful story is sometimes all it takes to completely change a channel overnight. And if you enjoyed this tutorial, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more AI content creation strategies, viral video breakdowns, and step-by-step tutorials just like this one.